Thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in with me, I hope you'll spend a few moments of your time with me as I run down some current events. The first thing that I want to talk about, and many of you I've seen online, some of you are upset about the election of the presidency. So, it was an election yesterday. It was for the presidency, the Senate, House, and state elections. But the main one that has many of you either happy or sad is that of the president. We all know by now that Donald Trump has won his second term and is the president-elect. He claimed victory even before surpassing the 270 electoral votes needed, while Ms. Kamala Harris went ghost way before he reached that mark. So today, on Wednesday, November the 6th, 2024, at 4 p.m., she did give a speech to convey her message, thanks to her supporters, and to concede. Here's a clip of some of it.
A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it.
Yeah. So here's a fact, though. Many of you may not even know this, but Kamala Harris was, in fact, the first female president in our history. Yes, she was. She was president in 2021. It was only for 1 hour and 25 minutes on November the 19th, 2021. She was president. President Joe Biden had temporarily transferred all the presidential powers to her while he was under anesthesia or colonoscopy. So she did make history. She just didn't make it in the way that some of you would have liked. But for 1 hour and 25 minutes, she was the president. Moving on to Peanut the squirrel. Peanut was a rescue who was taken in by a man after his mom had got hit by a car. Peanut became an internet star. Mark Longo was the owner of Peanut and Fred the raccoon. The state of New York seized both of these animals and then euthanized them, citing it was the only way they could test them for rabies. Now there's a big, huge public outcry over this. The state, in its defense, says it's illegal to have wildlife as pets without a special permit, while the owner says he was in the process of getting the animals certified as educational animals so that he could keep the animals. Anyway, he had Peanut for over 7 years. 7 years these pets were visible on the internet, never hidden. So why wait until now to do away with them? That's the question. Moving on, Vietnamese tycoon Ms. My Lan, who was sentenced to death for a $27 billion fraud in Vietnam, was also sentenced to life in prison in a separate trial. Of course, she is appealing her sentences because she says this is too harsh of a punishment. I kind of agree with her on that one. It's not like she killed somebody. She just stole money. But it looks like she's going to be the example to be made. And from whatever day that they take her life forward, the people in that country will probably be afraid of stealing any kind of money. Hurricane Raphael has strengthened to a Category 3 storm, and the current model has it heading towards the Texas and Louisiana region of the United States. Right now, it is projected to make landfall in Cuba. Temperatures are pretty warm at the moment, and warm air is what fuels hurricanes. We pray for everyone's safety. Here's an interesting story that I came across. Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, opened up about having breast cancer as a male, or you call it chest cancer. He said he was diagnosed in 2019 and had to have a mastectomy of his left breast or chest, but did not do chemo. During his surgery, doctors also discovered that Mr. Knowles has BRCA2 gene mutation, which means he's at risk for prostate, pancreatic, and melanoma cancers as well. He had stage 1A cancer, but has survived it, and he's been cancer-free for 5 years now. Out of this world, there's concern about the stranded Boeing Starliner astronauts at the International Space Station, particularly Sunita Williams. This is a picture of her before being stranded, and this is a picture of her after. She looks gaunt and frail, but in good spirits. What was supposed to be an 8-day trip is now on day 156. It is expected that they will be brought back into our orbit and to Earth sometime early next year in 2025. We hope that Miss Williams makes it. They think that it's just a calorie deficit is why she's losing weight. Now let me wrap all of this up. On to our local elections. Let me go over some of them. I'm not going to go over all of them. Just pick out 3 or 4 maybe. Here's a first. The city of Mullins, South Carolina has its first woman mayor. Ms. Miko Pickett won over challenger Pam Anderson. Congratulations to Ms. Miko Pickett on becoming the first female mayor of Mullins, South Carolina. Incumbent Kit Williams has held on to his seat in the state Senate 30 race to defeat Rodney Berry. Mike Rickenbach held on to the Senate seat he won after longtime Senator Hugh Leatherman died, leaving the seat vacant. Mr. Rickenbach defeated challenger Belinda Timmons. Lucas Atkinson was reelected to State House Seat 57 in South Carolina. And the people of South Carolina overwhelmingly and unanimously, almost unanimously, voted to keep voting rights restricted to American citizens only. Thanks for spending a little bit of time out of your day with me. Thanks for watching the Carrie Granger Show.